I think we're both in frame. Well, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Are we live?
We're live.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers, number one. El Jefe.
Oh, God.
How'd you get that name?
I don't know.
I will probably ask you repeated questions that we've already talked about in our personal lives.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know where that came from. I think it was just like just a drunk nickname, and it stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it won't leave me alone. Every time I get drunk, people start calling me Jefe.
It's amazing, like, construction site names. People just make up the dumbest things possible.
Oh, yeah. We had one guy I used to work with, called him Cupcake, because he went down into the office at the yard to go into one of the vending machines to get a cupcake.
Yeah.
And so he got caught and got in shit for going down there, and it wasn't time for break yet. So everyone started calling him Cupcake, and it just stuck. Same thing. Some guy he used to bring juice boxes to work all the time, so everyone just calls him Juice Box.
Yeah, we had a Juice Box kid, too.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, like, way better names. There was way better fucking names than Juice Box.
Oh, yeah.
And they just, it's amazing how it's like bullying. Bullying happens in, like, construction or any of those jobs, but it's like you need it. If you don't have it, it's almost, I shouldn't say bullying, like our one safety guy, we pick on him all the time. He's like, oh, you guys make... And it's like, well, that's because you're accepted. If you don't have a nickname, man, you're not accepted. It's like prison.
And you're a safety guy.
Yeah, safety nerds.
Yeah, fucking... That's a good job to have, but going into a site every day and just telling people that they're doing this and this and this and this wrong, I mean, you're bound to just piss people off.
Yeah. Stuff thrown at you. Fuck off.
But it is a job that I would do.
Yeah?
100%.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be pretty chill.
Well, you already do safety now.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I guess we could start with, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, my name's Paul. Name's Jeff Reid. What was that second question?
Who are you? What do you do?
I work for the railway. I work for a company called A&B Rail. We do track protection across Metrolinks.
They keep you busy full time?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, super busy.
Boring?
At times, yeah. A lot of sitting around waiting. Hurry up and wait. Kind of thing.
Oh, train off the tracks. It's like Wayne's World party, or
yeah.
Fuck, you know what I'm talking about.
What do you?
What do I do?
Introduce yourself.
Oh,
Your podcast.
It's the start of one. I don't know. I'm a logistics specialist, equipment manager, facilities manager, whatever you want to call it. I look after buildings, deliver stuff to job sites.
Fuck around.
Been around construction for a long time.
Yeah.
Currently in my role, 14 years.
Yeah. Yeah, kids out there, don't get into construction. Do something else.
You do you're an arborist on the side too. How do you like that?
Don't do that either.
Don't do that. Don't climb trees.
No, it's sketchy. That's pretty good. It is sketchy though.
Gotta have a little balls to climb trees.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sit in a bucket truck though.
Yeah. Hydro One guys.
So much easier. Be a bucket baby. Just float around in that thing all day. Just fuck around.
Yeah. How is it? You're building the garage. How's that experience been?
Awful.
Speaking of construction.
Yeah. It's been a process.
What do you want to build a garage for?
Why?
And it's not like one of those. Well, obviously to put stuff in, but it's like.
Well,
this is my garage, and it's not a fucking garage.
To put stuff in. So I got side-by-side snowmobile, motorcycle that I all want to put in there. And then I also just want a little spot to hang out. Have guys come over, have a couple of beers, watch a hockey game, the Leafs, football, Sundays, whatever. Mm-hmm. And, our house previously never had a garage, so I figured we probably could use the space because the house is pretty jammed up with useless shit. Like I have tools, but they're just in a cardboard box in the basement. So that's no good. I have nowhere to put them. I have nowhere to work on anything. If I want to do an oil change on the car, I'm just crawling under it in the driveway. I'd rather have like a nice heated garage to do it in the wintertime.
I never ever intended to do work in this garage. Excuse me.
That looks fucking mint.
Building. It's just another living room, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what I want mine to be. Another living room.
Yeah.
Half living room, half park stuff in.
Yeah.
And some storage for the house.
never enough storage. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you have like a small area, you just don't become a hoarder of things. Like I constantly throw stuff out. It stresses me out with clutter.
Yeah, but the clutter's not like it's cluttered, but it's not. Like you have clutter on the walls from like cool signs and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still like neat and tidy with your tools and shit. It's like a happy medium.
Yeah. I throw stuff out too if I don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
or it doesn't like make me happy looking at it, I just pitch it.
Yeah. But this is essentially exactly what I want to do. At least on one wall.
Easy.
Like just the wood.
Easy to do. Some rough cut lumber and some screws right over top.
Yeah, that's all I want to do.
And you can just mount shit to it wherever you want.
Exactly. I might actually do the whole garage like that.
I'll find a mill guy up north and get it cheap.
Yeah, can people see the inside here? From the camera view? Like a back wall?
No. And the reason for that is... Whatever. We'll film.
Just you need a fact-checking machine.
Not an expert in anything. Definitely like transport. Actually, like it without seeing it.
Do you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you're not watching yourself the whole
Yeah,
time.
100%. You'll learn from every video. I mean, like Mike and I's motto for this whole thing is like just doing push-ups, and that's what he said we should put. That's my partner, so people know. Mike.
Is that Lisa's brother?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one that's in the military, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's funny. Like on our page at Canadian Drone Guys, just shout out there, throw that. You can throw out your handle too if you want.
Yeah.
Like people look at it and be like, "Do you fly over the world?" Like I don't fly anywhere. I don't do shit, but he does.
He does.
So it gives us like a variety of content.
Yeah, I looked at your page today and I was like,
You wouldn't have a clue what we do.
when the fuck did he go to like Dallas, Texas? I think there was
2 weeks ago.
the
Went to a
Mike-
rodeo.
You did?
No, he did. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
saw that and I'm like, Lee didn't go there, and I was like, oh yeah, fucking Mike's in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's like in our purpose is just never show our faces on it. So anyone that sees it,
Yeah.
this is the only place you'll see it. I can't wait to have him eventually on to do an episode with that because he's just got.
Well, he's got so much to talk about with
Yeah.
all the shit that he's done in the military and
Yeah.
all the places he's visited.
We want to make like a pro military, like his experience in it, right? Because he had no idea getting into it what the military was like. But it's just fascinating because they pay for everything, they fly him everywhere, they train him for everything. I'm like, I would have joined the fucking military when I was 17.
Yeah, you get a pension through them as well.
Yeah.
So you make decent money because you're not spending any money.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if you put in a full career, you could retire out of the military and you're, 55, 60 and
Easily.
live happily ever after. Good
Yeah.
to go.
Like I said, I would have started when I was 17. There's advice for anybody who's younger. Just get into something, if it's a skilled trade, laborers, carpenter, electric, whatever, do your time, and then do whatever you want after you're pensioned out, like after you have credits towards your pension.
Yeah, well, even join the military
100%.
at 17 because you can be an electrician in the military.
Yeah.
You can be a mechanic in the
He
military.
didn't know that. He just thought that you
can-
carried around a gun.
Yeah, no, you can go learn how to do a trade. Get
Yeah.
like a Red Seal, be a Red Sealed electrician, and then leave the military and come and I don't know, work for somebody, start a business, do whatever you want.
In the event that there's some sort of catastrophe or war, then you have to go. But
Yeah,
but he's like, we have 66,000 people in the military. We're not doing shit.
that's it.
That's it.
Oh my god.
All of our gear was sent to the current conflict. I really don't want to name it because it's like red flag on YouTube.
Well, there's a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple ones where all of our money goes for some reason.
Yeah, one in particular.
No, we're starting with conspiracy theorists
Kind of,
right off the spot. Right on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I listened to the Sean Ryan podcast, the one you sent me. I'm down that rabbit hole
Yeah.
deep on his stuff.
I just listened to the new one with I can't even remember the guy's name. He was the SAS operator.
SAS. What was that one?
SAS is the British Special Forces.
Oh, that'd be wild. I listened
Which they're, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I've heard other people say in different podcasts, they're like the best of the best.
Really? Like MI6
Christian
shit.
Craighead,
Okay.
SAS operator. Yeah.
I'm glad you sent me that. I put it on with Lana, and we watched the Antarctica one, where the guy's talking about like how they have like direct energy weapons. They're like he's like admitted they accidentally caused the earthquake in New Zealand. I don't even remember that. There's so much shit that happens in our society on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, that's bad. And they just admitted that it was on accident. You're like, whoops, earthquake.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Not bad.
Or the like MIB, they've got the neuralizer where they can like implant.
Men in Black.
Yeah, they can implant like things into your head and make you think that that's what you're thinking. Where it's like I'm talking on a microphone. It's like, yeah, let's go get drunk and ride the side by side today, but it sounds like you inside your head. I'm like, that's wild if that happens.
Yeah, that's like I can't even comprehend that.
It's Men in Black. I'm just gonna go over all the Men in Black and just see what comes out. Like, yeah, they were like
that's all real.
They were putting that into
based
our
on a true story.
Yeah, they were putting that into our mentalities like years ago.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like seeding.
Good movies though.
I fucking love Men in Black.
Yeah, they were good.
But fuck.
So what's on the go for today?
Do a podcast here for however long. Fucking ice machine. And then I don't know, maybe go see Bennett. Lana might go see a friend. She's painting right now, painting the nursery.
Oh, cool. Is that mural done that you could do it on the back wall?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we can show it after. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I just saw a quick little video on Snapchat. It does look good. It's Western themed.
Gender neutral. We really love Million Ways to Die in the West.
Uh-huh.
And I got dollar bills to put up. There's like a line in the movies, take your hat off. Boy, that's a dollar bill. Take your hat off, that's a dollar bill. I just want to have that in the room somewhere, so if anyone comes in, just take your hat off. That's silly, stupid, but
take your hat off. That's a dollar bill. Seth MacFarlane is a weapon.
I can't believe between Family Guy and South Park, the amount of shit that they get away with because it's a cartoon. It's like you can't say half that stuff on YouTube live, but if I made it an animation, it's fine.
Yeah, it's no problem.
It's weird,
but they also tackle a lot of like real world problems and turn it kind of into comedy to show how ridiculous some of the shit is that's going on. The best was the two guys that created South Park went to one of the award shows wearing dresses high on acid.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
They were pre any of the what's going on now currently.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I couldn't handle that.
Like they did the transgender stuff 10 years ago in one of their episodes with Cartman or something like that. Or Mr. Garrison. Yeah, Mr. Garrison. Mrs. Garrison. That was like the first one they did. And then now the Cred one, the prime, when Stan's dad does. Have you seen this one yet?
No, I don't really watch South Park, to be honest.
Oh.
I would love to. Like, I do watch clips of it. I'm scrolling Instagram Reels, and they come up. I always watch them because they're hilarious. But for some reason, I just don't watch the show. But I should.
And Stan's dad does OnlyFans. It's like how to be like an influencer, but he goes right to OnlyFans. So half of the episode his dick's out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
The best OnlyFans skit is by far going to be Shane Gillis.
How do you go from being canceled to being your biggest sponsor is Bud Light?
Yeah, he got canceled for saying something on, and then I guess years later, he's on SNL now.
Yeah, they kicked him off of it.
He hosted one, which is a huge W for him. And then
his monologue was, half of my stuff I can't see on TV. Well, almost all of it.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a totally different world when you get on live television of what you can say compared to like podcasts, YouTube. Shit still gets censored, but you can pretty much say and swear as much as you want. Nobody cares.
The whatever bill's being tabled in Parliament, I forget what it is. You're gonna have to look this up later.
In Canada?
Yeah, there's one for like
C10 or something.
Yeah, 21. I don't know, whatever it is. But it's like a censorship for hate speech online, and it's like reading the terminology, all that stuff on it. It's like,
oh, the new one.
The new one, yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one where we can't see certain news.
No.
We can't. Like if you look up like a Fox News on Instagram,
doesn't come up.
We can't see it.
No,
we can't read it. It's fucking bullshit.
This one is about what you can and can't say online now, so you can get charged with a hate crime.
Really?
Yeah. You can do jail time and fines. That's what they're trying to table. It hasn't. I don't think it's passed yet, but
Bill C-10 in Canada.
new censorship for online.
I'm
bill.
not even close when I said that.
No. No, it's a new censorship bill in Canada
Censorship Bill Canada.
for the internet.
Bill C-11?
Maybe.
No. I gotta stop trying to Google stuff because I have no idea. But I did see something come up on the censorship where, like, if you say a racial slur on, like, a comment on Instagram or something like that, or something homophobic, yeah, and it gets clipped and reported, then yeah, you're looking at being charged.
Yeah,
Hate crime.
Imagine being a prime minister and everyone's bullying you on social media, so you have to bring a new
Yeah.
you have to bring a new bill to the floor. It's like, guys, stop making fun of me. I'm having a very hard time right now.
Yeah. That's out of control.
It's just making everyone softer, though. Like, I don't say whatever you want. Who cares?
The world now is just
Weak.
falling apart when it comes to any sort of gender roles, masculinity. Like, if you're just a regular dude that likes to hunt and fish and vote conservative, and
Even if you voted the other ways.
they immediately label you as, like, a bigot.
Yeah.
You're a racist, you're a
Yeah.
piece of shit. And it's like, no. Like, I work with people that are transgender.
Yeah. Same with me in construction. No one cares.
My workforce is super diverse. Nobody gives a shit. I
Yeah.
don't care. I talk to those people just like I talk to you or any other buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And you treat them with respect. I don't care what you do with your personal life. It's none of my business. You're a good person. You're a good person.
You can be conservative
all
and
that
weird,
matters.
and I'm not going to talk to you. It doesn't matter like what your views are on something. If you're weird,
Everything's
or you're
become
an idiot.
political.
Yeah.
So
I love.
if you vote liberal, I can't talk to you. Or I vote conservative, you can't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's become. We're all just completely
super
separated.
divided.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's it was never like that.
COVID.
Right? Nobody cared who anybody voted for.
C word.
Yeah.
100%. It all started after COVID. Like that. That was like the worst thing that they could have ever done was how they managed COVID, because now everyone is like extremely like aware, and it like, have you ever heard anyone say don't do your own research? But that was like a thing during COVID, and it's like, what?
Yeah, don't do your own research.
What are you
Listen to the doctors.
Everything's fact checked except for what the government says or anybody of authority. You're like, oh, those people are never wrong.
Yeah,
ever wrong.
No, yeah, you go on Instagram and watch somebody talk about COVID and the vaccines and this and that, and then there's always one of those warnings on the bottom of the video that says fact check.
Yeah.
And then but the government will come out and say what they think is happening in the issues, and none of that. It's not, don't fact check. You can't fact check the government.
Yeah.
But you can fact check a doctor. It's like, what? It's like, no, I'm going to fact check the government, and I'm going to listen to paid professionals.
I double check everything now. I don't if anything, I just double down and don't listen. Like anything anyone says now, you just look into it.
You can't pick a side anymore.
No.
Because it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah, I don't.
It's everyone just trying to push their own narrative.
Yeah.
And the internet's just fucking ruined debating. You can't debate with people anymore because it just gets out of hand.
They scream and yell at each other.
Yeah.
I'll talk to anybody, like you said, I'll honestly talk to anybody and their views, as long as they're going to sit there and have like a rational, respectful conversation back and forth, like what we're doing right now. It doesn't matter. Like, I know we align with a lot of things, so there's not going to be much debate on like anything.
No, I'm not intelligent enough to fucking debate.
Neither am I. I barely have a high school.
I can give a slight opinion.
Yeah.
On what I think, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not debating facts on COVID and vaccines being good for you or bad for you.
Yeah. You got to cite everything. You're like, well, this person said this. And then it's like 10, 20 years later.
We spend 97% of our time sitting here just Googling information. It's like I can't just spout off a fact about a COVID vaccine and how it made X amount of people sick compared to fixing X amount of people.
Yeah.
As to why it's good or why it's bad.
Yeah. Take it if you want. Don't if you don't. Who cares?
Yeah. I did. I had to for work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And majority of people did, and then they're like, "Oh, we never forced you to do it." And it's like, I'm like, when you're like, well, you can't work here anymore, and you can't work anywhere else. It's kind of forced.
No, at the time I took it because I had to for work, and I thought it was the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Now that I look back on it, I don't think I needed to take it.
No, God, no. The amount of people. Yeah.
And there's people that I work with that didn't take it because they couldn't, and so they lost their job for a year, 6 months, however long it was before they came out with our new policy stating that COVID vaccines are no longer a requirement to work on our property. Mm-hmm. So
they did that.
People got to come back to work and never had to get the vaccine. And I'm sitting here like, well, fuck. I never would have got it either.
I'm not the first one out there to buy an iPhone. I'm not the first one to jump off a bridge and be like, I'm going to do it first. I'm like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, and especially if it's like, I forget what they call that, opposition to authority syndrome or something like that, where it's like, where somebody telling you have to do something, you instantly, I'm like, I don't even...
if it's the right thing to do,
like, nope.
You just refuse to do it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody in construction is that. Every single person. Yeah. They'll smoke like 2 packs of smokes a day, have like 18 beers a day.
Yeah.
Don't give a general fuck about their
health.
Yeah, and then as soon as you tell them they have to do something for their health, if you just said, don't do... If you did reverse psychology, you shouldn't take this. People would be like, well, I'm going to take it.
I never thought of it like that. People doing cocaine every weekend and getting fucked up and doing drugs, and they're like, oh, I'm not taking a vaccine.
Yeah.
It's like, well, like at this point, who really gives a shit? Just fucking make sure you have a piece of paper.
They literally made legal discrimination.
Yeah.
You can't discriminate. Now you can't be like, well, you're X religion or skin color or whatever, you can't work here. Mm-hmm. You're like, that's not okay. But now you're like, if you don't have this piece of paper, you can't work here. I'm like, that's discrimination. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, that's bullshit. But it is what it is.
They just
thank God it's done, and everything's back to normal, at least somewhat.
Yeah, and it's funny because everyone's just like, there's just like a whole group of jaded people that are just pissed, and it's like
they won't let it go.
They won't let it go. It's like, you know, I'm probably guilty of that, of being my opinions about it, but at the same time, I'm just like, we're so small when it comes to like. Individually to like the government, like they don't care. They don't know who you are. They tell you that they care, but they don't. No. They're like, oh, we're doing the best for you. So
people say like, oh, the government's following you. They can see your location and your phone and everything you're searching. And it's like, I don't give a shit. I'm not doing anything that would warrant them to come look for me.
Yeah.
I'm not some political fucking martyr that's changing the opinion of millions
thousands
of
people. Yeah.
I don't give a shit. They don't give a shit what I'm doing.
No.
I don't care if they're looking at what I'm doing. Go ahead. The only thing you're going to see is like Instagram,
porn,
Facebook, and porn.
Yeah, porn history.
That's pretty much it.
It's always the same time per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hacking to my camera, they just see me sitting there with no shirt on, just fucking.
Like, sweaty. Oh, God. Oh, those just Sportsnet.
Yeah. Watching cops.
Oh, fuck. I will say the positive that came out through like the last few years was the sense of adventure. I've never seen so many adventure shows pop off. You can't see what we're looking at now, but I have like adventure.
Anything outdoors related has blown up.
Yeah. You got to stay inside. Nope. We're going to go outside.
One in particular is golfing. I like pre-COVID, you could book a tee time. Like if I wanted to golf Saturday with the boys, Friday afternoon, we could book a Saturday tee time at like 2-3 o'clock. Now, good fucking luck. Like you're like a week in advance.
Yeah.
Like every golf course across Durham Region, GTA, Scugog, wherever you live, Kawartha Lakes, is just fucking jammed.
You're a big golfer?
I am, but I suck.
Do you know enough about it?
Yeah.
I don't know fuck all. I used to golf when I was younger. I don't know. I know clubs and stuff, but like what's the in on golf now? What is everyone doing? Like I see those simulators are huge. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I went to a simulator the other night.
Good?
They are. I would love to put one in my garage. But a simulator is like, well, you can get like a TrackMan, which like the machine itself, like no screen, nothing, like just to buy the machine is like $30,000.
Okay.
Like they're insane.
So, TrackMan?
Called TrackMan. They're outrageously expensive. You can get cheap ones that are like, maybe $2,500 that are half decent. But the simulators are big here because we can't golf year round. So you have nothing to do in the wintertime. But about a week ago, last weekend, it was, 8 degrees and, like, kind of shitty outside. And there was people golfing. I drove past a golf course on Simcoe. And there was people golfing.
The Columbus one is always open. Yeah, it's always open.
Yeah, most of the courses here are open year round. They don't give a shit. You can golf whenever you want. There's no snow, go ahead. Fucking pouring rain.
Yeah. Great day to be inside.
Yeah, it is.
Is that the thing there?
Yeah. They're super accurate. Like, it swings it tracks your swing speed, your ball speed, the distance that you carry, the total distance that the ball rolls out on your shot. You can download golf courses on it, so like I'm sure
Pebble Beach, Augusta.
Yeah, Augusta, I don't know. I've never seen that one.
Licensed like a motherfucker.
Like TPC Sawgrass usually is on there. You can get a bunch of good PGA courses, but they have the courses from all over the world. Like, we went there the other night and we could pick from probably 1,000 courses.
What?
From like Korea, Australia, the USA, Canada.
Get a war-torn one.
There's a couple other countries in there that I saw. Yeah, it was nuts. I couldn't believe it. And this place was 24/7. So you could go, nobody works there. I don't know how it operates. Like, somebody must just go in there and clean every once in a while. But it was like a nice clean facility. It was in Oshawa. And you book it online on your phone. And then you get a door code. It unlocks the door for you. You walk in. There's about 6 to 10 bays in there. It's like their own little rooms. Mm-hmm. And you just go and golf in there. So we walked in there, and there was probably 5 or 6 bays that were already taken up, and then we went into the number that we were selected for, and then we booked it. You can book it for as long as you want. You can book a half hour, you can book an hour, you can book 2 hours, 4 hours, and it's reasonably cheap. It's like $15 an hour.
What do you think of this fucking thing? I saw this yesterday. I sent it to Bennett.
Yeah, they're cool.
They have speakers. These are what you can't see. These are autonomous bag caddies that Club Car makes, and it's got a little tracker on your belt, and they're electric, and they have a cooler. They have a tablet,
and it just follows you around.
Yeah, it follows you around.
So that thing he turned on his belt, is it like
it's a tracker? It's a beacon,
like a GPS kind of thing. Yeah.
What I instantly thought of this when I saw it was like, pull the bag off of it. Anyone doing promotions, if you were like Milwaukee walking around like a tool expo, have that thing follow you, just hand out Milwaukee stuff. Have a cooler at a bar. Imagine that in a bar that just follows a broad around.
Yeah.
And then it just goes through, and like, it's just like one of those pizza things that you see where you can just put your debit card or license in or whatever it is, or like at a concert at an event, and you just put your bracelet up to it and opens up and it dispenses a beer or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things you can do with that.
That's wicked.
If we had that in town, like, oh my god. They're $7,000.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if you can afford it, enjoy. But that's
How much is a golf cart?
Exactly, but you can't fucking ride that. You can't drive it. Like, you can't sit on it and drive it.
I wouldn't want to. It follows you around with all your stuff.
But what's your main use for this thing? Because you don't golf.
I don't golf? No. I'm just saying.
What are you gonna do with it?
For, like, I was thinking of like other businesses that could use this technology. Golf, it makes sense. It's genius. You got a phone charger, cup holders, GPS. It's got a map on it for the course. A cooler, hold your bag. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, if you were at like a car show and you were walking around, or this thing just follows you places. That's it. Wherever you go, it follows you.
Yeah, I guess there's definitely more uses than just golf.
Oh my god, for kids, you don't want to push a stroller? Put a kid in that.
True. That's a good one.
Yeah, right?
Here, sit in this.
Baby carrier.
I'm going to go for a walk or a run.
Yeah. Yeah. Follows right behind you.
Yeah, until some child predator fucking hacks into it, and you just turn around and your fucking kid's driving away the opposite way down the street.
It's doing like 3 kilometers an hour. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Just drives up. Somebody just opens the back door of a van, puts some ramps out. It just drives up in and it just peels out. You're like, fuck.
I think it's fucking wild. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And the golf carts now, it's like we have them all in town here. but
Yeah.
they're still like 20. They're almost upwards of 20 grand now for a loaded one. 17 grand.
Yeah, that's just,
4-wheel disc brakes,
everything's
lithium
just
batteries.
so expensive. The economy is just fucking spiraled out of control. Interest rates, everything is just too high.
And it's so funny. Everyone just has the fuck it method that they're already fucked. Like people that live or that are renting, they're just like, I'm never gonna buy a house and I don't care, and I'm not gonna work 10 times harder to do nothing.
So what I don't get is that you can rent and you can afford $3,000 a month, let's say, for like a nice basement apartment, which is outrageously expensive. But the bank won't approve you for a mortgage for $2,500 a month, or the same price that we were renting for. Like you can show proof that I can afford this, but then you go to get approved for a mortgage, and the bank says no. And
It's the down payment money. That's what people can't get. They'll buy a new vehicle, but they won't get. Like you guys had to have. How much do you guys have down in your first home?
Well, we got lucky. Our first home cost just over $400,000, and down we put, I want to say 170.
What? On your first home?
Yeah.
The fuck did you get 170 grand?
Well,
you don't have to tell me personally, but
No.
what? I was gonna say like 17 grand, 170 grand. Jesus.
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck.
And then we sold it for $850, and then we bought that house for $704, and then we put like $400,000 on it or something.
Okay.
So I just tried to dump as much as I could just to knock off the mortgage as much as I could, so my mortgage payments weren't that much. Like I was paying $719 bi-weekly.
It's 14.
$1,400 a month. Yeah, mind you, and I went variable rate, so now it's like tripled.
No.
Yeah, it's so expensive. I'm like, fuck. Now we can afford it, but it sucks. It's so much extra money, and all the money, nothing's going into the principal. It's all going into interest.
Ours, we lucked out at like, I re-signed. So I'm writing notes on things that I have to bleep out.
What are you bleeping out? Oh, yeah, you have to bleep that one.
Don't worry about it. I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, maybe. We'll see.
That doesn't bother me. If people
No, it doesn't. No, not
hear
you.
it,
Me. Not you.
It bothers you?
No, it doesn't bother me at all.
No, I bother you. Times two.
No, again, I just don't know what's censored and what gets pulled or
I
not.
find sometimes when I'm listening to a show, like Family Guy or Trailer Park Boys, and they bleep out like the F word or the swear words, it just
Makes it funnier.
It makes it funnier.
100%.
It just makes it better.
100%.
I don't. When you hear a beep,
Yeah.
it just
What do they
holds-
say?
It holds so much more. I don't know, like weight than just hearing the actual word.
I love unnecessary censorship where people are saying nothing remotely bad, but they bleep out words and it makes it sound
On the
worse.
radio when you're listening to music.
Yeah.
I listened to a song the other day, and I'm gonna butcher this because I don't even remember what it was. But he, who the fuck was it? He's a white rapper. It's not Eminem.
Tom Holland.
No. It's something you hear on
Jeezy.
the radio. He's got curly hair.
He's a white rapper?
Yeah.
Curly hair, white rapper. Okay. Do you know the song?
They bleeped out the word killer.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck's his name? Oh my god. Lauren listens to the song. She likes it. You would know the song. Lana would know the song. Probably listens to it. Well, they bleeped out the word killer. They didn't bleep it, but they just like. cut it out.
They muted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably what I'll end up doing
And I
on
was
like certain things.
that's.
You just pull down
If
the
you
sound.
can get a beep, though, get a beep. The beep's
Okay.
way funnier.
All right. I gotta find out a name for this podcast. That's like a thing that I like. Mike and I've been working on, but I'm like, what do you call it? Because once you name it that, it's stuck. You're not changing it.
No, you can't. You can't change it.
It's just too much of a pain, and like there's like subtitles you gotta switch. It's such a pain in the nuts.
Just do like Lee's Garage.
Okay, I'll write that down. I like suggestions. I'll ask people that come on.
And then you're going to need a starting
Intro.
like a song. And then you're going to, well, maybe a song. I don't know, like a lot of podcasts do songs.
I know, but because of licensing on YouTube, they'll get pulled, so it has to be original. you can't use other songs unless you pay for it, which is huge money. Because I thought of like,
We'll get Stevie to make you a song.
that's right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ask Stevie to make you a
trade.
podcast song. A case of beer.
What do you call it? Rush, Working Man.
Yeah.
The intro to that,
That'd be great.
right?
Yeah, but
Iconic sound. Nope.
no, can't do it. See, I never think about that kind of stuff. You get sued quick.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Trying to make something of it. I mean, if this turns out nothing, it's just a bunch of really funny conversations or interesting ones that people want to listen to.
Even if 20 people listen to it and they
Yeah.
enjoy listening to it,
I've been asked about
who
it,
cares? Yeah.
and then I get made fun of. But it's like I don't know. I enjoy it for some reason. I have
People
no.
saying like, "Oh, that's fucking gay." Yeah.
No, they're like, oh, what are you, an influencer? I'm like, I'm not an influencer. I don't have anything to influence. No one's gonna listen to me about anything.
No.
How to drink an excessive amount of rye and like not like fall over? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in anything. I just like enjoy it. Like Mike and I just like doing fun stuff.
You
All of
just like
us.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we talk on the phone
Conversations.
for hours. I talk
Yeah.
to people all day on the phone.
Mhm.
I'm like, why not like save that, do that here?
And if at some point, if you're lucky enough and you get to monetize it, then great.
Yeah.
And if not, who cares? You're still having fun doing it.
Yeah.
It's more like a hobby.
Yeah.
It's not a job.
Could be doing something like meth right now, but I'm not.
Meth would be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Never got into hard drugs, you?
No. Not really.
I was always too paranoid. You know what I mean? Where it's like I always feel like I'm that person that would do it and then died.
I could do mushrooms and stuff.
That
Mushrooms I don't really consider a hard drug. They're a lot of fun though,
the mushrooms.
but they can turn on you quick.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't
Just-
want anything that
to just
messes
suck
with
you
me
into a hole.
cognitive where I'm like,
Yeah, you like to know what you're doing, where you are. You don't like to. Well, like mushrooms don't really do that to you, but like blacking out. I hate blacking out when I drink. It's the worst.
I'm getting worse
There's
with it.
nothing worse than waking up and being like, "Fuck, who do I owe an apology to?"
Mine was always
what did I do
Jaeger
wrong?
and whiskey mixed together, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I better start calling people now.
It's the worst. You wake up and you're like, "Ah, fuck."
Your mouth tastes like darts, and you're like, I don't smoke, and you're like,
Well, that was the
"Fuck."
night when I drank too many Long Island iced teas, and I got too wrecked. And then I texted you the next day. I was like, "Ah, sorry about last night." And you're like, "Oh, no worries. Nobody cares." But I was just like crippling anxiety. I was like, what the fuck did I say? What did I do?"
Luckily, we all drink too much to even remember. I'm getting bad enough where it's like I just don't remember. I said, Alana, do not let me agree to do things with people when I'm drinking because I don't remember any of it. And they're like, oh, you said you're gonna go build that deck, and it's like,
Yeah, that's
fuck.
a tough one.
Like fuck. I'm like I want to help people out, but I clearly am like lazy this day, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I want to do it on my own.
Yeah, my own time. I just don't remember how. I literally don't remember 90% of the stuff as soon as I pour into the whiskeys.
Mhm.
Never, and I drink them a lot.
Yeah. I
And
hear
weed
ya.
on top of it.
See, I can't drink whiskey. I can drink these. Not sponsored by Miller Lite, by the way. But, that's all I can drink.
That's why I turned all these around. I'm like,
Light.
I don't want.
True, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I turned everything around.
No, it's free advertising.
That's okay. Maybe you'll
Care.
get sponsored by Miller Lite. Maybe they just find you as their poster boy. Who cares?
Nice.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah, well, you know who you need on here to kind of give yourself a boost? I'm not going to name names or say anything.
One of our
But-
neighbors?
Yeah.
He won't do it.
No?
100% he hates them.
Ah.
Yeah. No, God, no. I've already heard him say that. I'm like, why don't you do that? Because you know how many people have probably messaged him. He won't do it.
Oh, yeah.
He won't ever do it. He said that he hates them.
Like listening to them?
Yeah. Hates listening to them, doesn't want to be a part of them, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
I love podcasts. I'd rather listen to a podcast than listen to music. Well, depending on the
Who it
day.
is, yeah.
If it's a beautiful sunny day,
Yeah.
and I'm driving home from work and it's a Friday, you bet your ass I'm listening to some fucking music. But if it's Monday to Friday in the morning, especially, podcast for sure. I'm not listening to music on a Monday morning. Tired. I'm not in a good mood. I'm not fucking happy that I'm going into work.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just listen to people talk.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to music that try and bring the vibes up.
I try
that.
and find like interesting ones. Like I'll listen to like Your Mom's House. I really like that one because him and his wife are so funny. Like Tom Segura and Christina P.
Oh, yeah, there's weapons.
It's like if Lan and I talk to each other, like we just say like
talk shit to each other.
Yeah, all the time.
That's like Lauren and I. Yeah,
Yeah.
we talk shit. Actually, she talks more shit to me than I do to her.
She kind of bullies you, man.
Full on.
I've been meaning to bring you on here to talk to you about this.
Like just verbal abuse.
That's why I kind of like to think that I'm helping you out when I like go at her with stuff because it's funny to me.
Yeah.
Like saying that her and her dad and Lana's sister get married all the time.
She is her dad.
Oh, yeah. Which is weird because he's like the biggest weapon I've ever met in my entire life. And also super professional at the exact same time.
And he can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Lauren's just a
wicked smart. Oh, fuck. I enjoy it. Like it's all in good fun and everyone gets along, which I'm glad, and there's like no drama ever, which is so good. Keep that with
that's huge.
Yeah, keep it with other people, but no, like so much fun. We like the trips and stuff we went with Lisa and Tony with, phenomenal. Like we say all the time, like we'll go trips
like Nashville?
Yeah. Oh my god, the amount of shit he did there was so funny.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. I'll let him tell the story if he ever comes on here one day, but it's like he won't.
No, you can't tell the story.
No. What I mean, just like always roaring to go.
Some 5-figure discounts.
Oh fuck. Yeah, talk about a perfect match for each other there. Like Jesus Christ. I remember her saying the one day, it's like, if you can keep up with me, and I laughed. I'm like, I've never met anybody that's so like always on the go with something. I'm like, you're gonna have to keep up with him.
Yeah. I know. He's tough to keep up with. One, just not forget life and everything like that. Just drinking.
Yes.
Specifically. You can't do it. Last time
I don't even bother trying.
Last time I was going drink for drink with him, not trying to do that, but like he was just mixing both of us drinks for the night. And I remember sitting there sipping on some gin and we were having a good conversation, and then I woke up in my bed the next morning and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Fuck.
I threw up multiple times. And I was hungover for like probably 2 days.
Lana's like, are you drunk on the way home? Because it's an hour drive home. Like, no, I'm fine. Passed out in 20 minutes. I was fucked.
Yeah.
Shots and then drinks and...
That's what it always is. It's the shots. It's the added...
alcohol
boost.
Content? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need that much nitrous.
Lightly sip on my drinks, I'm okay. But you throw a couple shots in between, I don't get a break, and I just implode. And
sitting too, like if we were sit here all day, if I got up in like an hour or something, I'd just be wrecked.
Well, yeah, like I'm on my fourth beer, and how long have we been doing this?
40 minutes. We're 40 minutes in already.
Yeah. It goes by quick, actually.
It goes by quick if if you're good at conversating, if you're good at talking.
Yeah, I feel like the start was a bit rocky. There's a couple quiet spots, and then like picked up, and then it was now it's smooth sailing.
It's just comfortability, and I definitely like not having the scene.
And that's from me just being not uncomfortable, but maybe a little nervous because I know people are going to listen to it.
Maybe.
Right?
Well, as Mr. B said, nobody's going to watch. No one cares. They're going to watch one and be like, whatever. But then it just keeps building. Like Mike and I's Instagram. We've been doing that for a year now, just having fun. And that was like, we just throw up pictures and videos and just joshing around with what we're doing now and just kind of building on stuff, the whole push-ups thing. And now we're over 1,000 followers in a year, but we're getting like 50 followers per day. And it's not like, oh, I've got followers. And I'm not getting paid from it, but you're like, it tells you exactly how many people are watching the stuff that you make and for how long, where they're from, their ethnicity.
Yeah.
Like a ton of analytics. And you're like, okay, maybe it does turn into something one day. Maybe it doesn't.
Well, you can see like your original followers. Like when people see that a specific account or an individual has like millions of followers, they just follow it just because that's the
thing to do.
It's a fad. It's the thing to do.
Yeah.
But when you have your first original couple thousand followers, they're following because they're interested. They're interested. So then you can kind of break those people down, look at their accounts, and see who they are, and you kind of push your market to those types of people.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you like a marketing
edge
to know who to go to.
And it's like learning. Like I truly think that like between like YouTube, social media, all the platforms that people hate but they're on constantly. Like what do you do when you take a shit? You're on Facebook Marketplace.
If I take a dump and I don't have my phone with me,
You're like,
I'm
what do I
sitting
do?
there, I'm like reading the back of like soap bottles. I'm like, fuck, I can't just sit here
Aluminum
and do nothing.
sulfate. This is poisonous.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have hair.
Fluoride.
Oh, fluoride. That's why I'm dumb.
Yeah,
That's why I knew
stop
it.
swallowing toothpaste, baby.
I remember drinking like, what year are you?
Born
Yeah.
1996.
Holy fuck. Okay, so I'm 89. I remember taking fluoride pouches in public school, where they would come around so many times a year before they put it in the water. So think
Pouches?
of that. Yeah, it would come in like those
Like a
Capri Sun.
drinkable pop?
Yeah.
And you drank them?
No, you rinsed your mouth. It was the worst taste
That's
ever.
not bad. Like, it's not good, but like at least you're not swallowing it.
But it still makes you dumb, apparently. I'm not a scientist, but there's a whole lot of people that are like, there's facts that it is terrible for you. And it's like,
So I've been eating toothpaste all these years, and now I finally have an answer.
eating ass is okay, toothpaste, not so good.
No. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, my shoulder hurts. Like
So why don't you golf?
Why don't I golf? I do golf. I have clubs, but I generally go like that 2 times a year when you get shit-faced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like everything I do, if you can't tell around me, if I get into something, it is like 1,000%. Yeah, balls to the wall. Restored a vintage trailer. Lana's like, let's do it. All summer, I restored a 62 trailer. This garage.
Mm-hmm.
Another one. Photography. I've got like $10,000+ in fucking gear.
Yeah.
And that's not even scratching the surface. So to get into golf, memberships, clubs, fucking...
You don't have to get a membership, but when you're paying for your rounds, yeah, it's...
Gym?
Yeah.
Gym's another one. I'm not even trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm just trying not to get old.
Old and fat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you there.
I'm just trying to like balance my life out.
That's
So
my problem, is I have too many things I enjoy to do.
4-wheelers, side-by-sides, golf carts, dirt bikes.
I can't focus on one
No.
and get good at one. Mm-hmm. I do 100 different things, and I'm kind of shit at all of them, but I like doing them all.
Yeah. No, I think it's just experience, but I have nothing against it. Like, if you guys go golfing, I'll gladly go golfing.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me, but I'm not going to take it serious. I'm not going to slice it and be like, my day is wrecked and it's awkward.
No, see, I get mad. Like, I get genuinely upset because so my grandfather was a huge golfer. Like, he grew up near a golf course. He worked at a golf course as a caddy. He caddied in a Canadian Open. Like, his whole life was like golf, 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 golf. Like, when he passed away and got cremated, we took his ashes and he wanted them spread around like a golf course.
No shit.
Where he got a hole in one at a course in, I can't remember the exact course. I feel like it was Lindsay Golf Club. So he got a hole in one there. So he wanted his ashes spread around there, the golf course. So that's what he wanted. Like, so his whole life was golf. And my dad, same thing. Like, him and his buddies, he said when he was a kid, they'd go hunt in the woods around the golf course and they'd take all the balls.
Yeah.
They'd sell them.
Yeah.
They'd get enough money for a round of golf and they'd go play a round of golf.
No way.
Yeah. So that's what they did when they were kids for fun.
Huh.
That and like a bunch of other shit. Like, they played hockey and
we found clubs.
Normal Canadian things as well. But so he would do that. And then when I was like, 3-4 years old, my grandparents lived near a golf course and they'd take me down there to the driving range. And I've hit golf balls all day. And now, 28 years old, I feel like I should be fucking good at golf. But I suck still. It's people don't understand, people that don't golf don't understand how difficult it really is to be like a scratch golfer.
Par. Try to get pars.
Yeah, like
incredibly hard.
If you're shooting, like if it's a par 72 and you're shooting 72, you're fucking unreal at golf. Mm-hmm. Most average golfers they're shooting 90s, right? 80s if you're half decent, 70s you're good, 100s you're like beginner. So I'm like in that range of like mid 90s, where it's like I'm just like an average golfer that goes out, and I have my odd rounds where I shoot over 100, and I have my odd rounds where I shoot like low 90s, but I just can't seem to break that 90 mark and be like a par bogey golfer.
I used to play when I was younger, so let's say public school, with my grandmother. She played in women's league. She was retired right by Sunnybray there, right by the pits.
Yeah.
I played that for years with her. And from my memory, I was like okay for a kid, and I just never stuck with it. Like I'm never competitive about anything. I don't care. Like I never ever want to measure dicks with anybody. I just don't give a shit. I know I'm average across the board. That's fine. And it's like certain things, like when it comes to like tech stuff maybe, or like that stuff, that I'm okay with. But there's 10 times better people around the world than me in everything.
Yeah.
But it's like I would like do something, enjoy it. Dirt biking, four-wheeling, golf would be fine too. I like going out to tournaments, have some drinks, have some edibles, and enjoy the day.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I get it. You coming from like a sports background, like competitiveness, I'll be competitive, but I'm not. It's not going to ruin my day because I lost.
Yeah, no, like when I golf with my friends, it's like
Connor.
Yeah, specifically him.
Yeah.
He gets under my fucking skin.
Would he come here? Would he do this?
Oh, 100% he would.
Sweet.
Yeah. Like I went to a simulator with him the other day, and like he was a few strokes up on me, and like it just pissed me off because I know he's chirping the whole time, he's talking shit, and I'm trying to talk shit back, and it's like we I don't know, me and my friends, we get super competitive with each other.
Drop my sweater. Oh, no. Trying to mix a rye here, and these mics pick up absolutely everything, every little thing.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, and good, and hopefully I can edit stuff out. Just a little light one.
God. Like that there, if I drank that right now, I would my day would be done.
I need to get a fizz. If I get a fizz, I'm okay. I can get a fizz, whatever. He'd be interesting to have on. I like his energy. He's pretty good. He's cool to talk to, and his wife is wicked smart, but as Lauren said, she won't come on because of her job. Don't name what it is. But
whose job?
His wife. He wouldn't. Lauren said she probably wouldn't come on and talk about her job at all.
Oh.
Obviously, conflict of interest.
No, yeah, she can't do that.
Yeah.
He would come on.
I would like to. I didn't know he was into finance. I was like, that's so funny. I don't know why.
He's like a jock, like an athlete, but he's also
pass me a napkin.
A fucking nerd.
I see that. No, over here. Over here.
Oh.
Everything's in reach range. You don't have to get up too much. And if you have to piss, just let me know. We'll pause it.
All right. But he's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I see that.
I hope he hears me say that. Just fuck him.
You want to take 10 minutes and just talk shit? Mm-hmm. We can have you can start the feud.
All my friends are pieces of shit, and I fucking hate them all, and they do nothing but make me feel like shit about myself. But I still hang out with them, and I don't know why.
Because I'm accepted.
Yeah.
You got to bust on each other's balls. Like it doesn't.
Oh well, you know what? It's not just busting on each other's balls for fun. You're also holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
For not being a fucking loser.
Okay.
Or maybe not a loser, but not being over cocky, like a piece of shit kind of person.
Yeah.
So you have to bust on your friends and drag them back down a little bit off a pedestal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or like, if your friend's fucking, I don't know, this is a controversial thing, super fat shaming.
Yeah.
If it's your friend that you're close with, fat shame away.
Yeah.
Bring them back, like, maybe make them rethink, you know what, yeah, I've been eating like shit and drinking like shit.
Are you looking out for their best interest, or are you just being like, I don't like the way you look because it bothers me?
No, at the end of the day, if it's your friend, it should be their best interest.
Yeah.
So you're always looking out for their best interest. And fat shaming is mean, and it makes people feel like shit.
Yeah.
But at the chance that it clicks in their brain and makes them realize, you know what, like, maybe I should be a little healthier, then you're helping them. And that's such a controversial thing to say, but I don't care. I think it's true.
What keeps me in shape, this talk for instance, like, I'll talk singular on this one, is insecurity. I was always the smallest kid.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everyone always like, oh, did you play sports? I didn't get a growth spurt until I was over 20.
Yeah.
You know how brutal that is? To be like, people just assume you play sports. I'm like, no, I didn't play shit. Plus, I grew up poor. Mm-hmm. Like, my mom didn't have time to go to, like, hockey and all that other stuff. She didn't want to. Right? Like, and that was fine. I mean, I learned how to, like, play in the woods and be self-sufficient and work since I was, like, 12, let's say. Mm-hmm. Like, almost, not a full-time job, but more than what I would say younger kids do now at 12. But I would say for the body image thing, like 110%.
Yeah, like by no means am I in great shape,
No.
right?
No,
But
not a health. I'm drinking how many calories in whiskey here.
But I try to keep myself at a point where like I can
Work-life
drink
balance.
beer on the weekends and I can go out for wing nights and eat McDonald's and pizza and, not be 250 pounds, which isn't fat, but at my height, it's fat.
I'm morbidly obese for my BMI,
What's BMI?
body mass index.
Okay.
So it's like if you're 6'1", I should weigh on the books 180 to 190, I think.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's what the doctor said.
It's
I'm
such
just
bullshit.
dense.
Like my weight at like 5'7" should be like 140 pounds.
How much do you weigh?
Like 180.
180. That's a good weight.
Which is not thin.
It's man weight.
I'm not
man weight.
fat.
Yeah.
Like I could go run 5K and confidently I can and I'd be fine. But for the people but you can be fat but in shape.
Yeah.
Right? There's a difference between being fat.
I'm technically fat.
There's a difference between being fat and in shape and fat and lazy.
Yeah.
If you're fat and lazy and you're out of breath, fucking walking, taking the garbage out, then it's like
But now you're being insensitive to some people because they have medical issues or they have whatever the fuck the excuse is.
Fuck them.
No, I had like a few moments in my life where like I wasn't always into like fitness or working out or anything like that, or even knowing calories or diet, and it's like
no, you don't need to follow that.
No,
you just Monday. I try and base it off of like a 4 to 5 day week.
Yep.
So like it's really Monday to Thursday. I try to do Sunday to Thursday because it gives me 5 days of eating healthy and not drinking alcohol. I drink a lot of water. I don't drink alcohol during the week.
What?
All the time. Once in a while I will. But yeah, I don't drink during the week. So that Friday, when Friday comes, I drink. Saturday comes, I drink and eat like shit. And then Sunday, it's like your hungover recovery day, clean up the house, do some laundry, kind of hang out at home, maybe go for a ride in the afternoon, shit like that. And then I don't once in a while, I will drink on a Sunday, but for the most part, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't drink. I will, however, I know you're looking at me like you're fucking lying.
No, not necessarily, other than like wing night and stuff.
Wing night, yeah, I might have a pint or two on a Wednesday, but for the most part, like the last few weeks I haven't gone to wing night, and I don't drink. Like I come home from work and it's not like, oh, I could use a couple of beers. It's like, no, I just drink water.
I'm bad. I'm really bad. I shouldn't say really bad, like it's some alcoholic.
No,
thing.
I don't think there's a problem with people drinking.
I do. It's fucking poison.
After work.
It's poison. It's all poison.
100% it is. But
like anyone will watch this and be like, those guys are idiots because it's like it's all terrible for you. I fucking know it is. But you know what happens is it's like it's a cultural thing. My dad's dad did it. My dad's brothers and dad drank. I don't know anybody. If you don't drink in this town, they think you have a problem. Mm-hmm. Instantly. Or you're pregnant. Instantly. If you don't drink, within a heartbeat. Logan spotted a near beer in my hand once from 20 feet away. He goes, oh, non-alcoholic, eh? And it wasn't even facing him. He just saw the little spit.
A near beer?
Yeah, or the non-alcoholic.
I've never heard them called a near beer. That's good. I like that. Yeah.
Well, I have them because I was like, okay, well, let's try to tone it back and still be social. You can only drink 2 of the fucking things, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Brother, ugh. What is this?
That's a good video.
It's so good. I did the Delana for like a full day, and she's like, I haven't even seen this video yet. I'm like, brother, ugh. Anything she said to me, brother, ugh. What is this?
No, but it's a social thing. The problem with alcohol is that it's
calories.
No, it's not calories. It's indoctrinated into every social event, whether it's happy or sad.
Yeah.
Somebody died, drink alcohol.
Yep.
Somebody was born, you drink alcohol. You graduated, you drink alcohol. It's your birthday, you drink alcohol. You
got off murder charges, drink alcohol.
You drink alcohol. Exactly. Like it doesn't matter what the occasion. If it is an occasion, drinking is surrounded by it.
Yeah.
Which, I give in to peer pressure, so I just drink on occasions, but not during the week. I try not to.
I thoroughly enjoy it. I really do.
So does everybody.
I don't like
my parents drank,
yeah.
right? Like they'd have after work have a cup of ryes,
Yeah.
right? I don't see anything wrong with people drinking, but it's like anything. It's moderation. Like if you're just a complete 100% health nut and you don't drink and you never eat junk food and you're just completely focused on work and health, it's like that to me doesn't seem like a happy way to live. You have to let loose once in a while, have a couple drinks, hang out with your friends, right? It's moderation in everything, even good things. Mm-hmm. You have to kind of let go and just go do whatever you feel is necessary to make yourself feel better.
When are you going
to let... To an extent. Heroin is not one of those things. When
are you going to let your kids drink? Are you going to do like the European thing where you just kind of trickle it into them? Like, oh, you can have like a sip.
So, yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean? You're like, nope.
I agree with that because if you completely withhold it from your kids, they will eventually kind of resent you for that, and then they'll just go out and be fucking absolute animals.
Yeah.
And I don't want my kids to be absolute animals.
I got good at being sneaky because my mom didn't allow any of that shit, so I got really good.
And that's what I don't want my kids to be.
Neither do I.
I want them to be like, hey, Dad, can you buy me like a 6-pack? I'm going to go to a party this weekend, and he's in like he or she are in like grade 10. Yeah, sure. I'll buy you 6 drinks. That's enough to get you drunk at the age of like 16, but it's not enough to give you alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
And you drink those, and I'll drive you there, and I'll pick you up when you're done. Right? So that way it's monitored to an extent.
I would do like the problem solving method. You know what I mean? Like I want kids that would be able to figure it out. Are you going to barter with me to pick you up? What time? I got shit to do tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like, you want a drink? It's like, okay, are you buying it? Because I'm not buying it for you.
Yeah.
I'll buy it for you, but it's like, are you going to give me the money for it? Because you're going to learn that alcohol is expensive.
100%. And it's not, okay, you're going to cut the grass.
Yeah.
You're going to take the garbage out. You're going to clean your room. You're going to do dishes.
Contribute.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking ask.
Yeah, I
don't want any of that in our household. I got to ask the kid, or you got to barter with them. Like, do it, or you can fucking buy your own shit.
Exactly.
You know.
And if they don't do something, if I ask you to do A, B, and C, and you don't do A, B, and C, and then you ask to go out with your friends and me to drive you there, it's like, I will, but gas costs money.
Yep. Don't get in a car with somebody who's drunk, especially your dipshit friends.
Exactly.
That would be my biggest bugaboo. And I would say, like, I never did that. Like, I never drank and drove. Nobody fact checked me on this one. I can't. No, I definitely didn't do that.
Well, you gotta tell some little white lies.
Yep. Never cars. Yeah, I mean, like, if I have a drink and hop on my mini bike, it's like, okay, well, I'm self-inflicting myself. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, isn't that wild that the only thing that you can legally drink and drive is a golf cart on a golf course?
It's true.
That's the only place in the world that it's legal. And be like, no, it's not. You're like, yeah, well, the cops are on a golf course and you know DUIs.
No, because there's been more than once that I've been wrecked driving a golf cart on a golf course.
Yeah, camera control right off the bat. Alcohol accessible to driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's an untalked about thing, but every golf course in the world, that it goes hand in hand. Did you know that there is skeet golf in Florida? Have you seen this?
Skeet golf?
Brother.
I'm
going to pull it up.
I gotta take a leak.
You gotta take a leak? I'll pause it. We'll come back. Golf. We'll come back. And we're back.
We're back.
And we're back. Yeah, ski golf, where we left off. Yeah, so these fuckers to go around like a golf cart, shotguns holstered in the golf cart. And
this is in the States.
Yeah, it's in the States, yeah. Freedom o'clock. Yeah. Hold on. I want to make sure this is playing. Lap 2. Yeah, so they roll around, they do skeet shooting, but they take golf carts in between each hole.
But what's the challenge? Like, obviously, skeet shooting can be challenging.
Yeah.
But
I don't fucking know. I guess seeing how many shots you get per whatever somebody sets up for you.
Like, they gotta put some sort of obstacles at each...
It's just skeet.
Stop. Like there's a tree, so you either have to shoot the skeet here, or you gotta wait till it passes the tree and shoot it here. Like, you gotta put challenges in there. Because if you're just driving from point A to point B, shooting skeet here, it's like, what? You may as well just stay in one spot and shoot skeet.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw McQuaid do it. You know what I'm talking about?
Kirk McQuaid?
Yeah.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Oh fuck, I can't find it. Somewhere in Florida. Either way.
Where'd you put your mic?
Right here on top of the
Oh,
can.
yeah, right in front of my face.
Yeah. I'm curious the setup, how the sound's going to turn out, just with it there versus here, because I know you can have these like up on something close to you.
Yeah.
But I've got the noise canceling on, I've got all that stuff, so it should, in theory, get rid of the
It would be a bad idea to put like a
stand.
here.
Yeah, whoa. Pump the brakes, okay? We're just starting. This is number 1. We're clearly going to add.
Jamie.
We're doing push-ups, right? Everything.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Add to everything. That like somebody Googling stuff for us. Like, but this is a one-man show at this point in time. You know what I mean? Like between the setup, the cameras, the editing. The editing takes like just as much time we're spending talking now. Just spend double that editing.
Yeah, you can't just post it, eh?
You can. But then you'll just see people light up the comments. This sound sucks. Why are they doing that with their hands? What are they like? You'll just see a bunch of shit on top of it, and it's like I don't necessarily care about that, but I do want to make a good product that people are entertained. And it's like I watch all these other shows, like the podcast ones that come up. They've got multiple cameras, right? Like right now we're filming on one. One of their camera setups is like almost $10,000 by the time you add in the camera, the lenses, the sound, the stand.
Yeah, it'd be nice
the
to
mics.
have one like right there,
I'd have one on you, one on me,
and then one here.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it. 3.
yeah. You need 3. You need 3 to have like the Sean Ryan one, because every time I talk, it's facing me.
Yeah.
And then now if you start talking,
It
then
faces me. Yeah.
And then if it's in between, then you pick the middle one. You're like, pick that.
Yeah, if we're kind of both back and forth like we're doing right now.
Then you got to layer sound on top of it to match up the sound of the video, because that's its own thing. The video is one, then the sound is another, then you have effects, then you have filters, color grade, like a bunch of shit. I learned all this off YouTube like 4 months ago. So that's what I mean. If I was getting into
there's going to be
golf,
some growing pains.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, like quite honestly, it's like this is just for fun, right?
Exactly.
My mortgage isn't depending on it.
No.
I mean, it's affecting it a little bit because I've clearly taken money that I could put in doubling down on my house to doing something I enjoy.
Yeah.
I want to be at work all day and fucking pay down a mortgage and fucking kill myself.
Yeah, no.
Fuck
I
that.
don't want to do that either. I don't want to do that either.
Live a little. Plus, it's fun, something to do with your friends, right? You're like, we all played Fort or Cops and Robbers as kids.
On a regular weekend, we're going to sit here and drink anyways.
Yeah.
So we may as well toss a camera in the mix and a mic, and mind you, we would usually... Is that Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Mike.
What's going on, Bucker?
You're live right now on the podcast. Say hi.
We're live on the podcast. What's going on?
Yeah, Jeff.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Hey, Jeff, having a drink, are we?
Oh, a couple few, yeah. Of course.
Oh, yeah. Join the club.
How's your Amarillo trip?
Where am I? No, I'm in Tulsa. No, not in Tulsa yet. I'm in Oklahoma City.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, heading to Tulsa here shortly.
Oh, that's cool.
Doing some filming?
Yeah. How'd that go?
Yeah.
That's my partner, everyone who's listening. He's on the phone.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. They call it Brick Town. Everything's made of brick here. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's sweet. Super efficient.
So, just stopped at a bar, having a beer. Figured I'd call, say hi, check in on the pod.
Nice.
Nice. Unreal.
Yeah, when are you going to be on the next one?
For?
Pardon?
Yeah, it's right in there. It's there's a bunch of them inside. Yeah. If you go around, there's a big parking lot back there.
Hey, tell them to fuck off. You're on live air right now.
Yeah, there's different directions in the city I know nothing about, so they're definitely getting lost.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go around the block, but there's nothing around the block.
Dick.
So, sucks to be them.
Where did you say you were? Amarillo?
No, Tulsa.
No, I was there a couple weekends ago. I'm in Oklahoma City right now, Bricktown.
Oklahoma City. Nice. So what do you guys do there when you land? Like, why are you there? If you can tell us.
Oh yeah, just on the weekends we just do for the international guys. They take us into different cities, just check it out.
He doesn't.
Nothing crazy, nothing military. Just hanging out, having some beers, checking out different places.
He doesn't do anything top secret.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just what kind of plane is it that you're flying?
The C-17s.
C-17. So you guys just kind of just take a C-17 to a city to check it out.
No.
No, we don't even take the plane. They rent us this big fucking limo bus.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were flying C-17s around just visiting cities.
That will.
No, that's true. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's like, holy fuck, that'd be unreal.
You'll burn $50,000 worth of fuel to get there.
Yeah, it's just tax money. Fuck it.
Exactly. Who cares?
This will be an interesting episode of like what Mike can explain. We were talking about earlier in the episode about how you could explain to people the pros that you see with joining the military. I feel like we do a better job of recruiting than anywhere else could.
Absolutely. I think nothing but pros. Everybody talks shit, but it's a great go.
Yeah.
I get to. It's like 20 degrees out right now. Sunny shining.
Doesn't pay for anything. It's all comped.
No, nothing.
Well, you get per diem, right? For
Yeah,
your food
it's
and
per diem, but then that bus, you didn't pay anything for that fucking bus.
No, the American military is trying to bill for all this stuff.
Yeah, thanks to the American taxpayers for paying your bills because.
Yeah, because Mike couldn't be drinking pints in Oklahoma with that.
Well, they just
can't
whatever.
Get they can't get healthcare, but I can get a limo.
Yeah.
You can put. It's funny. The money's just getting injected back into their economy because they give you money and you spend all of it there.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. You're not hoarding it.
Yeah.
No, you're like, nah, I'm just going to go in entertainment. As long as your city's fun, I'm going to spend it all there.
Yeah.
And then some.
So while you're in the States, do you get paid in American or do you only get paid Canadian?
You get the equivalent, so it's like $125 American, so I don't know what that would be Canadian, but they get paid in Canadian dollars eventually.
To the equivalent of the 125 American.
Yeah, you got to front the bill until you get home and do all the fucking paperwork or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good.
Once you get home, they give it all back to you eventually.
I think that's like Canadian sports. They like if you play like professional lacrosse or hockey and you play for a Canadian team, you get paid Canadian, but you get the equivalent in American dollars.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. Because my buddy of mine plays pro lacrosse, and he was just telling me that the other day. He gets paid in Canadian dollars because he plays for a Canadian team, but he gets paid the equivalent of American, what that would be.
I thought you said he sucked.
Yeah.
Like we were trying to talk shit about his friend, so that's why I'm trying to cue him up to make sure he just talks shit about his buddy that plays lacrosse.
There's a few of them.
Oh, there's a few. Oh, you got a few friends.
Yeah.
That play. Oh, okay. You got a big group of smart friends, eh?
Yeah.
Lacrosse is kind of gay, anyways.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What minute marker is this one? I'm like keeping track of things that I've got to mute or bleep out depending on when someone said something.
Well, do you know how many people are watching lacrosse live?
Like not very many.
10?
Yeah,
No, like so if you go to a game, the seats are in a smaller rink or arena are sometimes sold out depending on the game, but yeah, like on TV, like none.
I
Not
literally
very many.
I've had a couple live rock games, and they're actually some of the funnest sports to go watch live.
100%.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how violent they were because I had a friend that also played the
professional.
lacrosse as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a friend that played professional lacrosse, I guess.
Yeah, it seems to
And
be
watching
the one
helmets
that-
get punched off was insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a way tougher sport than hockey. Granted, they're faster on skates.
Yeah, you are. You get hit way harder on skates.
I've just never seen anyone get their helmet
Right.
punched off in hockey.
No?
No.
Ooh. You gotta watch John Cherry's Rock'em Sock'em. Those are good.
You gotta be
Oh, don't mention his name, okay? We don't get canceled.
Yeah, you fucking people.
Hey, the fighting's making a comeback.
Is it?
Oh yeah, there's this new Rempe kid who plays for the Rangers, and he's taking on all the old school heavyweights.
Yeah, him and
Didn't Toronto just get a enforcer?
Reeves.
Yeah,
They've had one for a little. He's been there for a little bit now, but him and Rempe just fought the other night, and I would say Reeves won, but Rempe was being
Talk towards
kind of not scared, but like
just talking.
his
Mike
face
when you
was
say it.
his face was already so bruised up. He obviously didn't want to get
Oh, yeah.
punched in the face, so he wasn't fighting. I think the way he could have.
Oh yeah, and let's be honest, anybody who's gonna fight, I wouldn't fight Revo. Fuck that shit.
That guy's a fucking monster.
Oh, there you go. You can pick up the sports talk. I don't know. Like, been a huge sports guy. I'm chipping some putts into the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking batting some field goals.
Yeah. Mike's got to pick up the sports talk. He's teaching me about golf. Oh yeah, you golf. No, tell him about what you do in your pastime in between classes and during training.
Oh, just massages and golfing and
massages. Hold on, go back to that.
Yeah, I mean they got a couple like rooms set up.
Like a Thai massage, or what kind of massages are we talking about?
No, AI massage is way better.
AI massage. Yeah, they got these big chairs that like fucking put you in zero gravity and like fuck you right up.
No, it's like a zero gravity. What is it? Like a decompression chamber that massages you?
I don't really know how to. I guess it's just a massage chair, but it's like a super.
They have them at Planet Fitness.
Okay.
But way more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just do some mushrooms and sit in a massage chair.
Oh god, now we're talking.
Oh yeah.
And then he goes plays a few rounds on the base golf course.
Nice.
Oh yeah, just quick 18 before class,
That's wicked.
And then goes to the bar after.
Oh yeah. What else are you gonna do?
Are you single, Mike?
Negative.
It's not a gay question.
Yeah.
It's just.
It's complicated.
Okay, fair enough. Because that seems like it's a wicked life, but that seems like a single life.
No, he's settled down,
Yeah.
potentially with a gal.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I say potentially because I really don't know their story, so I'm not throwing them under the bus
No,
here. If
yeah,
she ever sees it,
I don't want to ask
if she
either,
ever sees it, but yeah, no, I don't know his.
Complicated story.
And it's like I would love to do that. Like that sounds like honestly the dream, but I'm married.
Do you think it'd be worth getting divorced?
I was farming for like 8-9 years before I joined.
Keith Lauren listens to this? No.
Sorry, Mike. What were you saying? You were farming for 8 years before?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I was farming for 8-9 years before this, so it's like I wish I did this sooner because this is great.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Don't say too many things about military because I feel like that's another episode that we could talk about, like the pros of potentially going to war one day, but.
Pros.
Yeah, we're gonna hope that doesn't happen, but.
No, the pro side of the military minus the could go to war.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Minus that one caveat.
Yeah. But like you said, we don't really have that big of a military anyways, so unless you're special forces, you're not doing shit.
No, the JTF 2 squads are fucking badass though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're monsters.
Yeah.
Get one of those.
Wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of their scope.
No, God no.
They all have
Actually, if you listen to the Sean Ryan show, he's got the one Canadian guy that's got the world record longest confirmed kill in the sniper.
Oh yeah. I knew we had that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Big fucking record.
Yeah, it's a wicked episode.
I'll have to check that
He's a
out.
good old Canadian boy.
I think Sean Ryan will be
Lighting
on.
people up.
You think he would be on one of our podcasts?
This
kinda
one?
cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If like Shane Gillis is lucky, he can be on it.
Yeah.
Well, I think the
I'll be
machine.
tired.
was in
He's not
Toronto
famous
last
enough
night.
yet.
He's not famous enough yet.
Later.
Pardon?
The machine was in Toronto last night, so I thought he was swinging by your place later.
I know. I wanted to go see him.
The Machine. I've seen him. It was pretty good. Yeah,
Was
Bert
it?
Kreischer.
Yeah. He's playing in Kingston, I think, soon too.
Tom Green
Oh, you
lives
didn't
outside
hear
of
him on
Kingston.
stage?
Pardon?
You didn't hear him on stage? He shouted you out. Said he was stopping by your place.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Stopping to leave garage.
We've been doing an hour in 20 minutes so far in.
Hell yeah.
Not
All
bad.
right, well, I'll let you lads get back. I got to get in this limo and head off to the next place.
All right. Well, enjoy our tax dollars.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hey, these aren't your tax dollars this time.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay,
Cheers,
bye.
buddy.
Oh, that's funny. Like you said, see what I mean? Like
That
it's
was
a
good
blast. Pardon?
That was good timing.
Good timing, yeah. Well, I told him I was doing my Snapchat at him, I think. But, yeah.
Well,
Well, what do you think?
yeah, I think that was a good episode.
You had enough today?
I wish I've had enough. Like, I could keep going, but...
What do you got? Are you drunk yet?
Oh, I'm not drunk, but
Got a buzz?
I can feel the beers. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm in the pocket.
In the pocket.
I'm right where I need to be.
Got anything not confidential.
Confrontational?
Confrontational? Anything you want to talk about? Anything that's on your mind? Anything that you want to bring up?
I do, but I still have a Monday to Friday job. If this happens to leak out to the wrong crowd, then I might not have a Monday to Friday job.
Yeah, that's right. Episode 1, fired.
Yeah.
So I'm doing OnlyFans now, so there's that.
Yeah. Doing feet pics.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's cool. Well, thanks very much for coming to do this. Number 1, I'd like to make reoccurring guests. Would be fun.
Thanks for having me. I think that was. I think it was successful. I think it went well.
I'm going to check the audio here in like a matter of minutes to see. Hopefully it all worked out good.
Yeah, I think it did.
It's not on there. It's fucking goddamn technology. It's learning curves, right?
Yeah, it'll get there. Well, I mean, it could be there already. You never know. We could play this back and it could be fucking mint.
Yeah, I hope so.
Which would be perfect. And I think it is. The way we the mic's right on you, I think it's too close. You gotta kind of move them away from yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they are strong. If you put it right on yourself, it's too loud unless you like talk super quiet. But like you start laughing and you start talking louder when you get excited about a subject. So at that point, I think you should keep shit kind of further away.
I turn them down, like because they got gains and stuff. They're adjustable in every way. They're not dynamic mics or anything like that the professional use, but it's like the way I looked at it, if you go at like balls to the wall right off the bat, everything, all the main ones got, there's no authenticity to it. Like this is all natural. I've got no sponsors. This is all out of pocket. These are all people that I find interesting to talk to, yourself, anyone else who wants to come, right? Not, you know?
No, I hear you. Yeah.
And just talk about whatever. It's like just have something entertaining. And then you can build from it. You're like, oh, the next one, let's talk about this, or let's dive into that, because then you'll start creating a community online and be like, oh, this would be fun to talk, because we watch this stuff all the time. Like, people will go out and play ball hockey in the street knowing they'll never, ever be a professional hockey player. Mm-hmm. Ever. But at least this gives somebody a window that's like, what do you do all the time? Listen to hours and days worth of podcasts about conversations that I want an opinion on. Maybe other people will share it. We don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
But it's fun. I mean, I've got the space for it. The amount of people that said you should do a podcast in here.
Yeah, no, it is fun. I do enjoy it, actually. I would 100% come back. And I know you could probably get a few more people on here, definitely, to come and shoot the shit and hang out. Yeah, I'll even see if a couple of buddies want to fucking go on or want to come talk, shoot the shit with
sports?
you.
Teach me about sports. I want to know. I want to know shit. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I like learning stuff. I sit on the toilet and have an education.
Yeah, no, I think he'd come and shoot the shit and talk shit with you for an hour and hang out and have some drinks. 100%.
100%. That'd be sweet. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Number 1.
Episode 1 in the books. Good night.